Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dig into an ancient philosophy that, believe it or not, is more useful now than ever before. We're breaking down 7 simple Stoic habits that can help you build a more resilient, more meaningful life starting right now. So let's just jump right in with a question from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus that kind of hits you right between the eyes. He asks, how much longer am I going to wait to demand the best of myself? Wow, just think about that for a second. It's a real challenge, isn't it? When are you going to stop putting things off and just start building the life you actually want? And look, this is a question we all face, right? Especially at the start of a new year. We set these big, ambitious goals, but then, life happens. And before we know it, we've fallen right back into our old habits. So what's the solution? How do we break that cycle?
Well, here's the thing. Motivation alone isn't enough. It's fleeting. It comes and it goes. If you want to create change that actually lasts, you need a solid framework. And that's exactly where Stoicism comes in. It's a practical, real-world philosophy that has helped people navigate life's biggest challenges for centuries.
Our journey into these habits doesn't start with some huge, grand gesture. Nope. It begins with a simple act of turning inward. These first 2 habits are all about creating some inner clarity so you can quiet all that external noise and actually hear yourself think for a change. So habit number 1 is journaling. And I know, you might be thinking of a diary, but this is different. This is about getting your thoughts out of your head and onto a page where you can gain some real perspective. Think about it. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, did this. JFK doodled his way through the incredible stress of the Cuban Missile Crisis. It's a way to work out your problems on the page so you don't end up taking them out on other people.
Anne Frank captured this perfectly when she said, "Paper is more patient than people." It's so true. It's a judgment-free zone, a place where you can be completely 100% honest with yourself.
The second habit for finding that inner clarity is something every single one of us can do. Just go for a walk. It's such a simple act, but the benefits are profound. It's almost like a kind of magic that clears your head, calms your nerves, and lets you escape the constant distractions of our modern world. The philosopher Nietzsche famously said, "Only ideas had while walking have any worth." Now, okay, that might be a slight exaggeration, but there's a real kernel of truth in there. Walking lets your mind wander, and it's often in that wandering that you stumble upon the solutions you were looking for all along. Okay, so we've established a foundation of inner clarity. Now it's time to build on it. These next 2 habits are all about developing the discipline to turn that clarity into real, meaningful action. Habit number 3 begins the moment you wake up. Marcus Aurelius saw this as a choice between 2 paths. You've got the easy path, just huddling under the warm blankets, or you've got the Stoic path, getting up and doing what you were born for. So which one are you going to choose?
Waking up early, it's not just about getting more done. It's about reclaiming your time. It's about sending a powerful message to yourself that you are in control. The author Toni Morrison, for instance, used those early morning hours to write before her family woke up. It's a way to prioritize what's truly important to you before the world starts making its own demands.
The 4th habit is about embracing challenges. Instead of running from difficulty, we actively seek it out. It's kind of a 3-step process. First, you set a difficult but meaningful goal. Then, you push through the adversity and all those temptations to quit. And finally, on the other side, you realize what you are truly capable of. As Seneca wisely said, we treat the body rigorously so that it's not disobedient to the mind. And this isn't about becoming some world-class athlete. It's about teaching your mind that you can handle discomfort, that you won't fold when life inevitably gets tough. You're building resilience.
So far, we've covered habits for inner clarity and for discipline. Now let's talk about how to make these changes actually stick. These next 2 habits are all about creating sustainable, lasting growth.
Habit number 5 is all about the incredible power of small, consistent efforts. Just aim for a 1% improvement each day. It might not seem like much, but those tiny gains, compounded over a year, they add up to absolutely incredible progress. As Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, said, well-being is realized by small steps, but it's no small thing. Every single small step you take is like a vote for the person you want to become.
Okay, this 6th habit, it really challenges a common misconception about Stoicism. It's not about being some emotionless, isolated individual, not at all. It's about recognizing that we're all connected and that a truly meaningful life is a life of service to others. Get this. Marcus Aurelius mentions the common good nearly 80 times in his personal journal, Meditations.
80 times. That's how incredibly important this idea was to him. He understood that a good life is about way more than just personal achievement. It's about making a positive impact on the world around you. And now we come to the final, and perhaps the most important, Stoic habit. This is the one that really ties all the others together and gives them a powerful sense of urgency and purpose.
And that habit is memento mori. Memento mori is Latin for remember you must die. Now, I know that sounds pretty grim, but it's actually an incredibly powerful tool for living a better life. When you truly remember that your time is limited, it clarifies your priorities like nothing else can.
Marcus Aurelius put it this way: you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Just imagine if you lived every single day with that thought in mind. How would it change your actions? What trivial things would you stop worrying about?
You see, time is our most precious resource, and it's the one thing we will never, ever get back. So I'll leave you with this question. Knowing your time is limited, what will you do with it today? There's no single right answer, but I really hope this explainer has given you some tools to help you answer it for yourself.